Haters gon' hate anyway, man.
Subscribe to the
This
channel,
in the lab live. Used to bake pies, now I'm on YouTube on In the Lab Live. Hit the like button, yeah, go ahead, subscribe. Ain't no telling what you see, it's gonna be a long ride. Better open up your eyes, cause we be in the bitch till 7 in the morning. Coffee in one hand and the sweet got me zoning. Blocking all the haters, shout out my moderators. They make the show greater, main reason why we made it. So up on the top, I can't see the ground. Got these niggas mad, they love when I was down. Now nigga up, and they can't tell me shit. Shout out to Scale Gang and all my people in this bitch. I got haters, I got friends, I got product, I got ends. If I ever get a plaque, I know they gon' hate me then. Still rolling in that lack slow, hotter than Tabasco. Don't matter what you buying, I can get you what you ask for. Hottest in the streets, where these niggas can't compete. We be grinding while they sleep, yeah, 7 days a week. I ain't tripping on the docks, tell them niggas come box. Right, knock them out of socks, boy, you must be smoking rocks. Hey!
This in the Lab Live, man. Subscribe to the channel, man.
Salute. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Make sure you are taking time to hit that like button, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the likes are very necessary, man. Make sure you take time to hit that like button as we find out, man, you know, that Yella Beezy and co-conspirator Moore, aka Trap Boy Freddy, guys, got a big win in court today, man. Yeah. It was a lot of confusion at first about, you know, whether it was a big win or not. We thought, you know, for a second there that they had granted them everything that the state asked for. But come to find out, guys, it was the defense, you know, that was basically putting in these motions. These were Yella Beezy's motions, guys. And yeah, man, they approved some and denied many. You hear me? Yeah, had people fooled because of the way that it was wrote, you know. Let's check out the initial reports when it came to, well, initial report when it came to this whole entire situation. All right, you know what I'm saying? So remember, I told y'all it was a lot going on, man. A lot of people got it wrong in the beginning. You see here Terry Blue with Dallas Global, guys. He most definitely did the paperwork wrong as well, guys. A lot of us did. The initial report said, it says judge ruled that the majority of songs by Yella Beezy and Trap Boy in question can be used as evidence, as well as the Breakfast Club interview, guys. But it's crazy, guys, because it was reversed. The denied mean they was gonna use it, and basically the one that approves it mean they wasn't gonna use it, from what I come to find out, guys. So, you know, they got a big win, you know, regardless. A lot of these songs that they were trying to put in, the state was trying to put in, you know, judge denied those, you know, basically, nah, you can't use them. And then a couple of them she let in. I think it was like 2 or 3. Let's let Terry Blue explain, you know, what exactly it is that's going on. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure you are stepping on that like button.
News in this Yella Beezy trial. This shit been going on all over the internet right now. But we got the facts, man. So we reported wrong. You know what I'm saying? We reported wrong.
Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. A lot of us reported wrong. She only let certain songs in, took a lot of the songs out.
Are gonna be used in this trial. You know what I'm saying? The songs that we reported earlier, that is not true. They will not be using none of those. See, they will not be using no Trap Boy Freddy songs, and they're only gonna use certain Yella.
No Trap Boy Freddy songs. No Put 'Em on the Shirt. No Laugh Now. None of that, guys. You know, even on Money on Their Head, I'll tell y'all in a minute. Hold on.
Beezy songs and one of 3 songs. You know what I'm saying? So I believe 219 is gonna get played at trial. Keep It in the Streets is gonna get played at trial. And there's one other Yella Beezy song that's gonna get played in trial. Now, this is a W for Yella Beezy. obviously his defense team was ahead of the curve when
not only a W for Yella Beezy, but a W for Trap Boy as well. You know what I'm saying? What is going on with co-conspirator more, and why can't they use his songs? It says breaking. The judge has ruled that only 3 songs will be played in court during the Yella Beezy trial, while the majority of the prosecution requested music was blocked. No Trap Boy Freddy songs will be used in trial. Should rap lyrics be considered evidence or protected as artistic expression? Guys, this is crazy, man. Yeah, no Trap Boy. I'm just saying.
When submitting whatever they said to the DA allowed it. So, like I said, man, this a W for Yella Beezy. And just to clarify, Trap Boy Freddy songs will not be played in trial today, man. Got some breaking
no
news
trap. You know what I'm saying?
Trial.
No trap songs. It says allowed as evidence in court. Per Fox News, it says while the court did not release the exact titles of the 3 allowed tracks, the order strictly limits them to 2 songs by Yella Beezy, 1 song by Mo 3. Why these Pacific songs were allowed? District Judge Chica permitted these 3 tracks because their lyrics directly reference the public feud and rivalry between Yella Beezy and Mo 3. The prosecution is using them to establish a timeline of dispute leading up to the 2020 shooting, guys. All right, let's keep going. It says the judge heavily rejected the prosecutor's border list of music, blocking the vast majority of the tracks they wanted to play for the jury. The excluded music includes hitters. They took I got hitters off of there. Won't be played. It's the Yella Beezy song prosecutors argue reference a bounty. Then Take 3, the unreleased song. That these songs were sent to these are the Take 3 was most definitely sent to Jerry Johnson, guys, on the day that Mo 3 was unalive. It says the unreleased Yella Beezy track allegedly sent to a co-defendant right after the murder, guys. So that song won't be used. Multiple tracks belonging to an uncharged, unrelated local Dallas rapper who we know is Trap Boy Freddy, guys. So a lot of the stuff that the state was trying to get in will not be used at trial, guys. You know what I'm saying? Breaking news. You know, we most definitely got to get it right whenever we get it wrong. But they are most definitely saying the majority of those songs will not be used at trial, guys. You know what I'm saying? We also got the official affidavits for this situation. And I wanted to show y'all some too. Once I get this up, hold on, give me just half a second, guys. All right. So this is the official, you know what I'm saying? This is the paperwork. It says the state of Texas versus Marquise Conway. It said order regarding defendant Conway's amended motion in limine. It says before the court is an amended motion in limine regarding Rule 404, evidence of alleged crimes, wrongs, or acts, evidence under Texas Code crime, filed by defendant Conway on March 5th, 2026. The state filed a response July 8th, 2026. This court held a hearing on the defendant Conway's amended motion in limine on July 16th, 17th, and the 21st of 2026, in which it heard testimony and arguments from the parties. Having considered the parties filing, the evidence and argument presented during the hearing, this court makes the following ruling regarding defendant Conway's amended motion eliminated. This is the stuff that he wanted thrown out, guys. So this is what they did. They said, okay, we'll keep. You cannot take this out. All the ones that say denied are not taken out, guys. So it says the August 1st, 2017 assault of Roy Lee Pate will most definitely be part of the trial, guys. All right. Then she goes on. It says September 25th, 2018 shooting unaliving of Roy Lee Pate is most definitely gonna be entered, guys. Remember, I told you the things were reversed. So if it says denied, that means it was granted. If it say granted, that means basically it was denied because this was filed by the defense, guys. So you see right here it says denied, which really means they can't take it out, which means it will be used. So the September 25th, 2018 passing of Roy Lee will most definitely be used, guys. Then we got October 14th shooting of defendant Conway. It will most definitely be used, guys, as part of the trial. Then we go to December 26th, 2018, shooting of Moore, aka Trap Boy Freddie, Sprinter Van, and Associates. It says granted, but that really means denied because it won't be used at trial, guys. So they took that out. They can't use that. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we keep going. It's July 27, 2019, the Unruly Citizens concert, right? They was trying to get that in there. They denied it. You know what I'm saying? So they can't take it out. It looks like it will be used. Remember, I said denied being used, and granted means they take it off. So the Unruly Citizens concert will most definitely be used, guys. Let's continue. It says January 26, 2020, defendant Conway assaulted Rainwater. Is denied. You cannot take that out. So the Rainwater situation will most definitely be in there as well. It says the September 7th, 2020 shooting of Moore, aka Trap Boy Freddie. There goes his name. It says granted, but it's actually denied. That means they cannot use it in trial. They will not be using Trap Boy Freddie's shooting in trial, guys. All right, so we keep going. It says September 19th, 2020. Decedent ambushed at V Live Houston. It says granted. They're going to straighten that from the record. Why? Because it involves defendant Moore. You know, well, not even defendant, co-conspirator as they called it. It involves Trap Boy. They took that out. You can't use that. All right, we got October 31st, 2020, defendant Ava Center Performance. That's where Keelan went to the show in Houston with Yella Beezy. You see that said denied, but it means that it's granted because they will be using that at trial, guys. March 13th, 2019, shooting of James Bubba Browning. They granted that. That means they will not be using Bubba's situation in trial, guys. Bubba's situation will not make it to this trial. It says September 29th, 2019, shooting of Dwayne Spikes. They granted it. That means it will not be used at trial, guys. You cannot use that one at trial either. As well, the July 6, 2020 shooting of Robert Gua is most definitely granted, meaning they won't be using that. Remember, and it means they can take it out. Denied means no, they're keeping it. So the Gua shooting is granted, which means they are not using that at trial. It says defendants interviews. October 15, 2018, Conway's interview with Louisville PD in the hospital. They partially granted. You know, they said redact the female DH's comments and responses, meaning I'm believing this means whatever Yella Beezy girl said, they got to take that out. You know what I'm saying? They got to take that part out, guys, when it comes to Yella Beezy. But if it serves me correctly, you know, Yella Beezy's will be in there. You know, let's continue. It says November 7th, 2018, Breakfast Club interview granted, meaning they will not be using the Breakfast Club interview against Yella Beezy. They cannot use that as well. It's November 16th, 2018, the Beat 97.9 interview where Yella Beezy got on there and talked about the situation. They granted that, which means they will not be using that as well. That is thrown out. All right, we got the August 7, 2019 Vlad interview. You see it says denied. This is the one where Yella Beezy said, I got to get my lick back. You know, I can't be around nobody that say they shot me or shot at me. You know, say I got to get my lick back. You see, it says denied. They will be using that one in trial. I knew they was going to use that one. He basically said that he was going to get his revenge by saying get his lick back. All right. So then it says decedent's interview. That means Mo 3's interview. It says April 6, 2019, Cam Capone interview. She granted that, which means they will not be using that interview in trial, guys. The social media post. It says July 28, 2019, defendant Conway's Instagram live post after Unruly Citizens. She denied it. That means they cannot take that out. They will be using that. at trial, guys. November 11, 2020, defendant Conway Instagram live post, day of the unaliving, guys. She granted that, which means they will not be using Yella Beezy's Instagram post that he made that day. The same day that Mo3 passed, that is taken out, guys. They cannot use that against Yella Beezy. Let's continue. It says December 16th, 2020, defendant Conway's Instagram live post, call with Trap Boy Freddy. They granted it, which means that will not be used at trial either. They took that out. Lord have mercy. I thought they was going to keep that one, but they took that one out, guys. All right. So then it says Mo3 social media post, July 28, 2019, Descendants Instagram live post after Unruly concert. They denied it, meaning they cannot take that out. They will be using Mo3's Instagram post about the Unruly Citizen situation in trial, guys. It says February 4th, 2020, Mo3's Instagram live post after Rainwater was assaulted, guys. They denied it, which means that they cannot take it out. They will be using this at trial. So Mo3 will get to speak on the situation with Rainwater in his own trial. Let's continue, guys. Yeah, I know. All right, so then we get back to another Trap Boy Freddy. Remember, I told y'all, Trap Boy and Yella got some wins, but it seems Trap Boy got the biggest win of them all. They can't even speak on him. They can't say nothing about co-conspirator more. They don't use his song. They don't use his lyrics. They don't use nothing that got anything to do with Trap, guys. Is it because Trap may be a foreman? I don't know. Is it because feds may have something bigger for Trap? I don't know. All I know is in this Mo3 trial, they will not be using anything from Trap Boy Freddy, guys. It says more, aka Trap Boy Freddy social media post, November 11, 2020, the day Mo3 passed away when he was on that highway. You know what I'm saying who got the traffic blocked up? They will not be using that in trial, guys. They took that out. She granted it. They cannot use it. You know what I'm saying? So they will not be using Trap Boy Freddy's infamous Instagram post. It says Decedent's music, Mo3's music. They are allowing 219 to be used. You see, they denied it. That means they cannot take it off. They will be using 219 in trial, guys. They will be playing it. Then you see defendant's music, which is Yella Beezy. His hitter song. You see, granted, remember, they took that, they granted means you can't use it, so they will not be using hitters in the trial, guys. They took that off. It said Keeping in the Streets, which is Yella Beezy's song. They denied them, which means they cannot take it out, which means they will be using Keeping in the Streets in the trial, guys. All right, so then they got the On Your Head song. You know what I'm saying? These boys hide, and I put some money on your head. Trap Boy Freddy and Yella Beezy song off of their mixtape, My Brother's Keeper. They will be partially using this, guys. The only thing is they can only play, I guess, like the hook and Yella Beezy's part, but they must take out Trap Boy Freddy's voice, guys. Nothing with Trap Boy Freddy. Trap Boy Freddy, you know what I'm saying, must be issuing out them big bucks. I'm just saying, because they done wiped him completely off here. It says partially granted, redact Trap Boy Freddy's voice, guys. Yeah, man, that's crazy. They wanted to use Take 3. They granted that. They saying, you can't use that. So they won't be using any niggas. What he say? These niggas fake. These niggas can't. Shot him in the G-Shock, man, let the T-top, whatever he said, the C's lock. They will not be using that in trial, so it don't even matter. They will not be using Take 3 in trial. All right, they got the song Gassed Up. Remember, that was the unfinished song that he sent to Jerry Johnson on the day Mo3 passed away. Yella Beezy did, and they granted it. They will not be using that song at trial either, guys. That's taken out of there. So then we see Trap Boy Freddy again. It says More, aka Trap Boy Freddy's music. His song Hypocrite will not be used at trial, guys. They took that out. The infamous Laugh Now. I heard he humped up out the whip. He got run down. That song right there will not be used at trial, guys. They took that right up out of there. Anything with Trap Boy is not used, guys. We got Put Him on a Shirt. Will not be used at court. They took that out as well, guys. No shirt in trial. All right, it says photographic evidence from other music, Harder Than Yours, which was by Jose Bodega. They took that out. They will not be using that at trial. Then we got Q1 White song, First Day Out. Guess what? They will not be using that song. They took that out. Let's keep on going, y'all. We got the other Jose Bodega featuring Yella Beezy song, Tool on You. The one with the infamous picture of Bodega, Yella Beezy, and Bodega, Yella Beezy, and Key One White all in the same picture. And then when it was time to shoot the video, they took him out of the video that he was in. Guess what? They will not be using that song at trial. Too Long You did not make the cut, guys. They took that out. All right, so then we got another Q1 White song called The First. Verse of the month, I go cop me that right there will not be used at the trial. They took that out as well. It says it is so ordered by Tika. You know what I'm saying? That this is how this is gonna go, guys. Yeah, most definitely this is how it's gonna go. So therefore, in my opinion, Yella Beezy and Trap Boy Freddy got a big win at court, guys. You know what I'm saying? They most definitely got, in my opinion, they got a huge win at court. They can't use anything with Trap Boy Freddy name, likeness, image, nothing. Trap got his whole situation took out of there like he wasn't even part of it. But they kept some of Yella Beezy's. They kept keeping in the streets, you know, as evidence. Man, I'm just shocked, you know, that a lot of this didn't make it. You know, I felt like for the correct picture that the prosecution was trying to paint through the jury, that a lot of that stuff that they took out was most definitely needed. You know what I'm saying? But who am I? You know what I'm saying? I'm just a blogger, man. I don't know nothing. But yeah, man, that's the official report for all of y'all who may not know. You know exactly what's going on. A lot of people got it wrong and some people got it right. All right. So this brings us to my next situation, man. You know, and that is with the federal rallies, guys. You know, I've been hearing people saying that basically the feds could get involved in this situation. And if you one of those people out there who think you pretty much smarter than everybody else, you know, when it comes to this law stuff, let me know exactly what this means. When I hear the state in court, or was it, no, it was defense. When I hear the defense in court saying basically that they believe that the feds will try this once the state is done. I could be tripping. I'm gonna show y'all anyway. Check this out. All right, so we go from here, guys. You know what I'm saying? This is where some of us, you know, got a little lost on this whole situation, because it was like they were saying that the feds was gonna come and pick this up once the state was done. You know what I'm saying? That's what it appeared like to us. You know, that the from what they said. Check out what they said. Let's listen real quick.
Okay. Judge, just want to get this on the record too. We've gone back and forth a little bit about this investigation. It is the defense's.
So we start hearing about the joint investigation, guys. You know, which means the feds are helping out the state. But we pretty much knew this. But listen. Position
that this is a joint investigation. That Detective Barnes, the same investigator in homicide that he is with APF. That every witness was brought, and the federal investigation was brought up to homicide. That there's a member of we believe that the state team that's also in the U.S. Attorney's Office is going to come back and try the case with the team. Mm-hmm. We understand that there is some communication issues, but we feel for notice purposes, you know, we've asked for some proper agreements. We want to get that information, and we're asking the court to take notice of our position.
Court will take notice, and the state is ordered to turn over any criminal history information.
Right, they telling them that, hey, they telling the state they got to get with the feds and get the defense the information that they need. Let's continue.
That any of the law enforcement witnesses may have, as well as civilian witnesses. So that's page 6. Any other?
Yes, I'm looking at page 7.
So if you're looking to see the complete witness list along with the cops that they made them turn over, it's most definitely on my last broadcast that I just did. It most definitely got the whole list of the witnesses. Let's continue though.
I believe the parties have either agreed to either strike or hold seat.
Okay, what's the situation with withdrawing or?
C, we're not withdrawing. There's some language in there that the state had questioned. What we're just asking is that we're going to hold that we're going to hold that and revisit that with the court to clear up that language. If the court would allow us to do that, but we're not striking it.
Okay, help.
Yeah, so we heard that, right?
Anyway.
Judge, it kind of goes back to the same theory of our position with the joint investigation. It's just a timely.
We keep hearing this about the joint investigation. You know, the feds working with the state. But this is basically talking about this joint investigation. And then I got another piece of the puzzle for y'all in a second.
Disclosure of any exculpatory evidence. And it allows us as a defense to have sufficient time once we receive it to investigate that. Again, we've had emails, several meetings, pretrial hearings about certain information that the federal government may have. We believe they're one and the same in this case, and that it
Said we believe they're one and the same in this case. Now pay attention.
does come up. We don't want to waive that timely objection that we've had time to look at this evidence and investigate.
Thank you. The state will do its due diligence. I tend to agree with the defense that this is a
Suppose they made them turn it over, guys.
joint venture, and
She agrees that this is a joint venture with the state and feds.
you know, y'all need to proactively seek out and obtain whatever information needed by the defense that's responsive to this request. Okay.
Moving to page 10.
Computers, and we ask questions, except for when we're trying to get something from the federal government, part of the joint investigation.
From the federal government as part of this joint investigation. But that ain't it, y'all.
Investigation. It is the defense's position that this is a joint investigation. That Detective Barnes is the same investigator in homicides that he is with ATF. That every witness that was brought, the federal investigation was brought up to homicide. That there's a member of the belief that the state's team that's also at the U.S. Attorney's Office is going to come back and try this case.
Right there. They said the state's team and the U.S. Attorney's Office are going to come back and try to retry this case, guys. Yeah, does that mean that the feds are going to retry the case? Let me know. Check it out one more time.
The defense's position that this is a joint investigation. That Detective Barnes is the same investigator in homicide that he is with ATF. That every witness that was brought in the federal investigation was brought up to homicide. That there's a member of the, we believe that the state's team that's also at the U.S. Attorney's Office is going to come back and try this case.
So let me know. You know what I'm saying? What did that last part mean? You know, when they said they feel like the U.S. Attorney's Office or whatever is going to come back and try this case after them making a big deal about it being a joint venture with the state and the feds. Do you guys really think that there's really a chance that the feds may come back and pick up this case? Let me know in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Like I do every time, man. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure if you're new over here, you subscribe to the channel, man. That's all I got for y'all today. South Gang, checking out. Let me know. Is the federales getting involved? What do you think? Let me know in the comments.